Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court. You've got courtside seats for my review of Pet Sematary. Let's do it. Pet Sematary is a horror thriller from directors Kevin Kölsch and Dennis Widmyer and Paramount Pictures. The movie is based on the novel of the same name by Stephen King and stars Jason Clarke, Amy Seimetz, John Lithgow, Jeté Laurence, Obssa Ahmed, and Alyssa Brooke Levine. Dr. Lewis Creed and his wife Rachel relocate from Boston to rural Maine with their 2 young children. The couple soon discover a mysterious burial ground hidden deep in the woods near their new home. So first off, I just want to say thanks to my friends over at intheseats.ca for hooking me up with passes to this screening. In the Seats is a movie and TV review website. They do lots of cool stuff. I hope you'll go over there, check them out, give them some love. I'll leave a link in the description. So I am a huge Stephen King fan. I love the book Pet Sematary, and I have a really special place in my heart for the 1989 original version of the film, which admittedly is not all that great, but I love it. And Fred Gwynne is amazing in it. Now, people tend to get really up in arms about remakes, and I'm happy to report this one is pretty darn good. But first, let's discuss the elephant in the room, the changes. Yes, this movie makes a whole bunch of changes. Many of them are pretty minor. One of them is very big and very significant, which was bafflingly made clear, as were many of the movie's beats in that second trailer. What were you guys thinking? Now, I won't discuss what the actual changes were because this is a spoiler-free review, but if you're familiar with the source material, you know what I'm talking about. And when I first read about this change, I thought, that seems like an arbitrary change for the sake of change, and I don't like that. But then I read an interview with the directors, or possibly the writer, I don't remember, discussing why they made the change, and it made a lot of sense. And I have to say, it works beautifully in this movie. And the entire cast is really solid. Jason Clarke brings the laughs, and yeah, this movie is surprisingly pretty funny at times, but he also really made my heart hurt. That also may have been the butter on my popcorn, I'm not sure. Amy Seimetz is fabulous as Rachel Creed. She brings this sort of palpable vulnerability that I really remember from the book. She's great. And John Lithgow is perfect. If you can't get Fred Gwynne, you can't unless you bury him in a pet cemetery, and then he might not be all that easy to work with on the set. John Lithgow is probably the best you can do. Unfortunately, I did kind of miss the thick Maine accent that Fred Gwynne was doing, but it might have been distracting in this flick. Now, I love when movies discover people, particularly kids, with a lot of talent. And Jeté Laurence, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It might be Lawrence or Lawrence, of course I'm joking. She's fantastic as Ellen Creed in this movie. She's cute, she's funny, she imbues her character with grace, she's got a wisdom beyond her years. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for this kid because, yeah. And the movie is really pretty scary. Yeah, it's got the requisite jump scares, although fortunately they don't overuse those. And it does use some common sort of contemporary horror tropes that we've seen a million times now, like jittery motion and kids with freaky masks. I'm getting really a little bit tired of the kids with freaky masks thing. And if you know the book, you're gonna know a lot that's gonna happen in this movie, but there are plenty of surprises as well. Some of the jokes don't land, and there are some ideas that are presented that aren't really explored as much as I would have liked, but the movie does also touch vaguely, but still touches on some ideas in the book that were absent from the original movie. I appreciated that. Now, this movie is not perfect. There is some dodgy CGI. There are some lines of dialogue that don't work so well. There's some stuff from the book that I really would have loved to have seen included, but that didn't make the cut. Happens. And the movie does really take a while to get going. The first act is a little bit plodding, but then the final act is insane, so there you have it. Overall, though, this is an absolutely worthy adaptation of the book, an absolutely worthy remake. It's scary, it's oddly funny, it's deeply unsettling. And it's one of the better Stephen King adaptations in the last few years, which is saying something because with It, which was pretty good, and Gerald's Game, which was great, like, we've had some really good ones. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Pet Sematary. And I think I'm gonna give Pet Sematary a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Pet Sematary? What did you think about it? What is your favorite Stephen King movie of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.